Healing sounds like such a beautiful word, like something magical that transforms you into this perfect Zen version of yourself. But let me tell you, healing is not all rainbows and butterflies. It's brutal, it's messy, and it's terrifying. For me, healing meant confronting emotions I had buried so deep. I didn't even knew that they existed. It felt like ripping open wounds I thought I healed long ago, only to find they were just covered with flimsy band-aids. And it wasn't just about my past. It was about how those unresolved traumas were still controlling my present, my reactions, my relationships, and even how I saw myself. Growing up, I faced bullying in school, neglect from my family, and even ridicule from relatives. And as a kid, I didn't know how to cope up with that pain. So I coped up with the only way I knew: anger, shutting people down, people pleasing, and the worst of all, self harm.
It was like I had built a fortress around my heart to protect myself from getting hurt again, but that fortress was just acting like a cage for me. And for a lot of time, I thought this is the way I am. Deep down inside myself, I knew that this is not the real me, and I'm not living, I'm just surviving. And that's the thing about trauma. It doesn't just disappear because you ignore it. It stays in your body, lurking your nervous system, waiting for the trigger to bring it all back like a tsunami. For me, it showed in moments of emotional outbursts, complete emotional numbness, and these awful spirals of self sabotage. And it got so bad that even my happiest moments felt tainted, like I didn't deserve them. And I had taken therapy like 2 years back, and that helped me a lot. But it didn't obviously heal me completely. But yeah, it helped me a lot, and I always practiced those techniques and those exercises which were given to me. I remember back in July in 2024, there was this moment when I felt like that I need therapy again because to be very honest, I thought that I am completely healed, but I was not. The some situations came in my life which made me realize that I need to work on myself again, and but that time I was just delaying it. I was like, okay, I need this, but I'm not going to do this right now. I'm Let me just achieve my goals right now. Let me focus on my goals, and I told myself that let's just do it after some time. And I was just busy chasing goals, uh, telling myself I'm fine, but deep inside I was not. And I was just running away and away. And I remember having this conversation with my parents and my partner that time, that I told them that I think I need therapy again. They were like, you probably need some change. You don't really need therapy, and it's completely fine for them to say this, but because mental health is not really something which is normalized in India. But then there was a point in October I realized that I can't run away from it anymore, because that was just affecting me, my relationship with myself, my relationship with my parents, with my partner, and it was affecting each and every aspect of my life, my sense of being, which which contribute to how I achieve my goals and how I see myself as a person. It was affecting all of it. And I and then I finally took therapy again, and I remember in the exercise book I have, the therapy exercise book I have, In the first page of that, I wrote that I wrote a letter to myself, moreover, like to my inner child. And I'm not going in the complete details of the letter right now. I'm just going very brief. I wrote that, Garima Bacha, I'm very proud of you for being so strong till now and for facing it all. But you don't have to do it alone. There is help out for you. And together we are going to create a safe and happy and a more acceptable environment for ourselves. And it wasn't just a letter, it was a promise to stop running away and to start facing and accepting and healing the parts I had buried of myself for years. And when I started therapy again, it was very hard but rewarding for me. And it was like really hard in the beginning. There were days when I cried so much then that my chest started to pain. The first few sessions were like relieving my worst nightmares. And here's the thing. Every tear, every breakdown, every painful memory made me closer towards freedom. And one of the things which I have learned is healing isn't about fixing yourself because you aren't broken. It's about understanding yourself and that why you react the way you do, why you have those triggers and how to respond to them in a more safer, calmer and in an acceptable way. And for me, it was like becoming an investigator of emotions and therapy both of the times, even my previous time and even this time, has made me a better investigator of myself, of my emotions. And whenever I'm having a trigger now, a feeling, I ask myself, when have I felt this way before? What is making me feeling like this way? And while it didn't make changes overnight, I slowly started analyzing my patterns, my emotions, and started responding to them in a more acceptable and safer way and breaking free from them. And let me be clear with you, healing isn't a straight line, it isn't linear. It's two steps ahead, one step back. You will climb a mountain, you will fall, but you will not fall as far as once you did in the beginning. And that's progress. Today, I still have triggers. I do still have got some rare moments which overwhelm me. But now, instead of running away, instead of reacting to them in a bad way, I cry it out, I write it out, and I move on. And that's the difference. Healing hasn't made me different, it has made me more kinder, calmer, and acceptable towards myself.